The secret to the Macau Pork Chop Sandwich's incredible flavor lies in the marinade, a carefully crafted blend of ingredients that work in perfect harmony. This magical concoction infuses the pork chops with a blend of sweet, savory, and umami notes, creating a depth of flavor that is simply unmatched. Each ingredient is meticulously chosen to contribute to the overall taste experience. The marinade is a harmonious blend of soy sauce, sugar, oyster sauce, Chinese cooking wine, black pepper, and cornstarch. These ingredients come together to form a symphony of flavors that elevate the pork chops to new heights. Each ingredient plays a crucial role in creating the perfect marinade, ensuring that every bite of the pork chop is bursting with flavor. Soy sauce provides a salty and savory base, acting as the foundation upon which the other flavors build, while sugar adds a touch of sweetness and helps with browning, giving the pork chops a beautiful caramelized exterior. Oyster sauce lends a rich umami depth, enhancing the savory notes and adding complexity to the marinade, while Chinese cooking wine tenderizes the meat and adds a subtle tang, balancing the sweetness and saltiness perfectly. Black pepper provides a hint of spice, adding a gentle heat that complements the other flavors. And cornstarch helps to create a luscious glaze on the pork chops as they cook, ensuring they remain juicy and tender. The combination of these ingredients, when mixed together, creates a marinade that is both flavorful and functional, enhancing the taste and texture of the pork chops. It not only enhances the taste of the pork chops but also helps to tenderize the meat, ensuring a juicy and flavorful final product that is sure to impress. The marinade is the heart and soul of the Macau Pork Chop Sandwich, and taking the time to prepare it properly is essential for achieving the authentic flavor. It's this attention to detail that makes the difference between a good sandwich and a truly unforgettable one. Start by marinating the pork chops. This step is essential for a perfect Macau pork chop sandwich, transforming the meat into a succulent delight. Ensure the marinade penetrates deep into the meat, making the pork juicier and more flavorful. Place the pork chops in a dish, pour the marinade over them, and coat evenly. Let the pork chops marinate for at least 30 minutes to absorb the flavors. For the best results, marinate the pork chops overnight in the refrigerator. The longer the marinating time, the richer and more savory the flavor will be. Preheat your grill or pan to medium-high heat. Place the marinated pork chops on the grill and cook for about 4-5 minutes on each side. Flip the pork chops halfway through cooking. Ensure the internal temperature reaches 145 degrees Fahrenheit for safe consumption. Toast the sandwich buns on the grill until golden brown. Spread butter on the buns and assemble the sandwich with the grilled pork chops. Add your favorite toppings, such as lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles. Serve the Macau Pork Chop Sandwich hot and enjoy. Section 4. Preparing the buns, the perfect cradle. In this section, we will delve into the art of preparing the buns, which are an essential component of the Macau Pork Chop Sandwich. The bun is not just a vessel, it is a crucial element that brings harmony to the sandwich. The right bun can elevate the sandwich, providing a balance of flavors and textures that make each bite a delight. It's the foundation upon which the entire sandwich is built, and it must be chosen and prepared with care. The buns provide a soft and fluffy counterpoint to the crispy pork chop, creating a delightful contrast in textures. This interplay between the tender bread and the crunchy meat is what makes the Macau Pork Chop Sandwich so special. Pineapple buns, despite their name, do not actually contain pineapple. The name comes from the appearance of the bun, which has a crisscross pattern on top. This unique look is both visually appealing and a signature characteristic of the bun. This pattern is created by a sugary crust that bakes into a golden, crispy layer. The crust adds a subtle sweetness that complements the savory pork chop perfectly. The sweetness of the bun balances the savory and umami flavors of the pork, creating a well-rounded taste experience. Each bite offers a symphony of flavors that dance on your palate. To prepare the buns, simply slice them in half and lightly toast them until they are warm and slightly crispy. Toasting is a crucial step that enhances the texture and flavor of the bun. Toasting the buns enhances their flavor and texture, creating a more satisfying bite. The slight crispiness on the outside contrasts beautifully with the soft interior. Once the buns are toasted, spread a thin layer of butter on each half. The butter adds a touch of richness and helps to prevent the buns from becoming soggy from the juices of the pork chop. This step ensures that every bite is as delicious as the first. Now let's move on to the pork chops. Start by marinating the pork chops in a mixture of soy sauce, garlic, and a touch of sugar for at least 30 minutes. This marinade infuses the meat with flavor and tenderizes it. Grill the marinated pork chops over medium-high heat for about 4–5 minutes on each side, or until they are cooked through and have a nice char. The grilling process adds a smoky flavor and a satisfying crunch to the pork chops. Once cooked, let the pork chops rest for a few minutes to retain their juices. Resting the meat ensures that it remains juicy and flavorful when you bite into the sandwich. Assemble the sandwich by placing the grilled pork chop on the bottom half of the toasted bun. This is the moment when all the elements come together to create a harmonious dish. Add your favorite condiments such as lettuce, tomato, and a dollop of mayonnaise. Then place the top half of the bun on the sandwich. These additions provide freshness and a burst of flavor that complements the pork chop. And there you have it, the perfect Macau Pork Chop Sandwich, ready to be enjoyed. This sandwich is a testament to the beauty of simple, well-prepared ingredients coming together to create something truly special. Section 5. Cooking the pork chops. Achieving golden perfection. With the marinade working its magic and the buns prepped, it's time to cook the pork chops. The marinade has infused the meat with rich flavors, ensuring each bite is delightful. The aroma alone is enough to make your mouth water, promising a meal that is both satisfying and memorable. The goal is a crispy, golden brown exterior and a juicy, tender interior. This balance is crucial for the perfect pork chop. Achieving this requires attention to detail and patience, as rushing the process can lead to uneven cooking or a less than ideal texture. Pan frying is the most common method, yielding delicious results. It allows for a controlled cooking environment, ensuring even cooking and a golden crust. Other methods like grilling or baking can also be used, but pan frying offers the best control over the final texture and flavor. Step 1. Heat a skillet over medium-high heat and add a tablespoon of oil. Olive oil or butter can add a richer taste. Make sure the oil is hot before adding the pork chops to ensure a good sear. Step 2. Place the marinated pork chops in the skillet, ensuring not to overcrowd the pan. Overcrowding can cause steaming instead of frying, which will prevent the chops from developing that desirable golden crust. Step 3. Cook for about 3 to 4 minutes per side until golden brown and cooked through. Monitor the heat to avoid burning. Adjust the heat as necessary to maintain a steady sizzle without scorching the meat. Step 4. The internal temperature should reach 145 degrees Fahrenheit, 63 degrees Celsius. Use a meat thermometer for an accurate reading. This ensures the pork is cooked safely while retaining its juiciness. Step 5. Remove the pork chops from the skillet and let them rest for a few minutes. This allows the juices to settle back into the meat, making each bite more flavorful and tender. Resting the pork chops results in a more tender and flavorful final product. Cutting too soon can cause the juices to run out, leaving the meat dry. Patience here pays off in the form of a succulent chop. Step 6. Drizzle the sauce over the pork chop before serving for an extra burst of flavor. Now, your Macau Pork Chop Sandwich is ready to be enjoyed. The final touch of sauce elevates the dish, adding a layer of complexity and richness that complements the perfectly cooked pork.